All right, we are going to move over to Sega's 32-bit unit, the Sega Saturn. Now, most of these games, I think I only got three games. Two of them I got from Freaky Toys. The third one I bought off of eBay. So we're going to talk about first is the one I bought off of eBay. Now, there's actually one other game I got to put into this list real quick, so I'm going to grab it from the back. All right, so like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm trying to replace a lot of my cases and that. And for like the Saturn cases, if you want to get complete that someone redoes, and they'll do the manual too, you know, you won't get the game, but you get the manual, you get the long box, you'll get that foam insert. You could be looking anywhere between $20 to $30 to $40 to have that redone. Which, if the quality is good, I will pay that. Especially you get the manual and everything with it. I'm fine with that if the quality is good. But at the same token, when I start looking at this kind of stuff, I look at how much can I buy the physical game for to just get the box complete that way. So the game in question here, there's going to be two of them. One is PGA Tour 97. So what I ended up doing is I found a guy on eBay that was selling the game complete in box for like $9. Boop! I got it complete in box now. So do I need this one? No, but it's a nice backup idea. And like I said, it is complete in box. It even has a foam insert. No markings on the game, so that's cool. I like that. But that's one of them. The other one is a Sega CD game that I've been playing a little bit, and it's Joe Montana. Now, when I bought this game, I had the box, everything for it. I have no clue what happened to the box. I just still have the CD. The CD works. It's not scratched or anything. But I found another guy on eBay selling the game complete in box for $5, $10 when it came with shipping and all that. So it was like $9.99 total. But boom, complete in box. Great way to get these games replaced. No foam insert in there, but that's fine by me. So that's one thing I look into. Even when it comes to my Genesis games, most of the boxes I buy are only like $7, $8-ish when I buy the replacements. If I can find a game complete in box for cheaper, I'll go that route, even though then it gives me 2 games. I'm fine with 2 games. All right, now for the 2 games. We're going to put up the last one, the other one last. So these games were just disc only. Somebody printed up a really crappy cover for them. It's nowhere near as good as the one I showed you from in the beginning of the video with the retired veteran guy. But one of them is FIFA 96. Got this from Freaky Toys. Pretty much just CD only. But I'm fine with it being in a DVD case like this. It actually does look decent on my shelf. I tried it out a little bit. Really haven't tried it out too much yet. I got to get into it a little bit more. But that's that one. The last. You didn't hear that. The last Sega Saturn game. I've watched Sega Lord X talk about how crappy this game is. And I will have to admit, when looking at his footage that he was showing, the graphics were terrible. The gameplay didn't look any good. There was a line coming from one area to the next where it was going, and I can't even stand in the game itself when I'm playing it. But I had to pick it up. Freaky Toys had it, $3. If I don't like the game, $3 is not a big deal. NFL 97. Now, this again, too, you can see that they printed it because there's something else up on top up there. Now, this game, graphic-wise, it blows. The gameplay, though, since I've actually put some time into it, I don't mind it. I actually have been enjoying it. The line I was talking about comes from when the quarterback throws the ball. You get the line up there. I think that explains how much power you put into the ball, I believe, but I don't really pay much attention. I'm enjoying it. There was one thing that I didn't realize when I first bought this, when I was looking at the phony DVD case that they did again. There's one thing I didn't realize. I was looking at the back of the box, and I'm like, well, that doesn't look terrible. What the hell? Show you here. I was looking at it going, well, that doesn't look bad, but something doesn't look right. Whoever made this label used the back of Madden 97 for the Saturn. That is Madden 97. As you see, it says EA Sports down here. I didn't even realize that when I first bought it. But yeah, they put Madden 97's back on the front of this. And I don't think it was Freaky Toys that did that. I think it was the person that owned the game. Maybe they tried to use that backing to make them buy it at a higher price. Make them think that, oh, wow, that's what the game looks like. Freaky Toys ain't that stupid. The people there are not that dumb. But, like I said, it is in here. I physically have been enjoying the game. No complaints. And here we go now with the Sega Dreamcast. I actually picked up a couple games for my Dreamcast. There are 2 games for the Dreamcast that I believe you should own. They have been remade. You can get those on the Epic Store. You can get them on your Xbox and your PlayStation right now. They haven't come over to Steam yet, but I got a feeling they will soon. But you got to own the originals. Even if it's on the PlayStation 1 if you got it. If you're using it through a emulator. Truthfully, I think you got to own the games, truthfully. And the first one is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. This game is just awesome. Nice part about owning the original, and I believe it's in this one too. I didn't really play this as much as my kids did when we originally had this, but I believe Spider-Man's in this one also. But this is a game you need to get. I would love to show footage and show the awesome soundtrack in this one. I can show footage, but I have to mute the sound because YouTube's lovely copyright crap. Well worth it. I cannot state enough about how great this game is. This is a lot of fun. But like I said, you got to have both. And this is the second one that pissed me off when I bought it. I will show a little bit of what the game looked like when I first got it in another video that I'll be talking about why I will never buy from this guy again. But it is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. The guy said the game worked. It had slight scratches on it. It did come in a case. I just don't have it in it right now because it doesn't even freaking matter. Because it doesn't work at all. So it was highly scratched when I got it. I mean, there were scratches all over the back of this thing. There were also those 2 marks that you should be able to see on there in the bottom. There were those 2 also. So as you can see though, you really can't see any scratches on there now besides for those 2 marks. I took this down to Freaky Toys to have them try to resurface it. I bought Sega Marine Fishing from them the first time I went down there. That one was heavily scratched. They resurfaced it. It works like a charm. I was not expecting this one to work at all, and I was right. It does not. Nothing. This Dreamcast doesn't even see it. So I was really ticked that happened. So this is another game that I have to rebuy. Granted, for what I paid for this, though, he only sold it for $9 free shipping. So it's not like I'm going to be like, totally upset that I lost $10. It sucks to lose money no matter how it happens, but just, I hate it when somebody says, oh, it works slightly scratched, or game works fine. Yeah, my foot, it works fine. My foot in your butt works better than this does, but that's okay. But Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, if you have a Dreamcast or you're collecting for I think it was on the PlayStation 1, it might have been on the 2. If you got either of those and you're collecting, find these 2 games. Buy them. Well worth it. Let's move on to the next Dreamcast game that I bought from Freaky Toys. This is another one that I feel is a must-own if you have a Dreamcast or if it's on a PlayStation 2 or something like that. I understand part 2 of the game, which never came to a Dreamcast, is kind of But part 1, well worth it. And I'm going to butcher this guy's name. Dave Mira, whatever it is, Freestyle BMX. This is well worth it. Now, this one, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Look at that. I mean, just look at how nice that looks on there. This isn't in the real case or anything. See, there's nothing back here. But the print looks good. It's even on the side. So, whoever made this label up did good. The reason why I knew it wasn't correct, even without opening it before, might be hard to see on here, but the wording, it looks fuzzy. If it looks fuzzy to you, that's actually the way it is. It's all real fuzzy. All the pictures on the side, all the writing. Even I can't read that. And granted, I do have bad eyesight. But I can't even read that at all. It's just... But this is another one. Fun game. Really great. I love the graphics in it. Love the controls. Another rocking soundtrack. Just like Tony Hawk's rocking soundtrack. The soundtrack in here just fits with BMX styling and stuff like that. Another one that I can't let you hear because of YouTube's copyrights. All right, so that is it for authentic games. Now, as most of you know, I also pick up reproduction games, if you want to call them that. But that's pretty much what they are. Or fan-made games, or ROM hacks, or stuff like that. So I pick those up too. So I pick up games that, aren't really, they're ROM hacks, I should say. The reproductions. I have no problem with that. If you buy games like that, I have no problem with that neither. I actually think that's quite well. The first one is an arcade game that is based on the Dreamcast hardware. And I heard it was really hard if you would download the ROM, because you could go and find the ROM online. You could download it, play it in the Dreamcast emulator. You could burn it to a disc, but apparently it wouldn't just straight up work. There was a bunch of crap you apparently had to do. You had to get some sort of a file on your memory card, blah, 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 blah. I could be wrong on that, though, too. That might have changed. But that's what I heard originally when these, I'm going to probably pronounce it wrong, Atmoswave or whatever, games came out. I found a guy that makes these games. And you can play them on your Dreamcast. Now, this one does have a little bit of slowdown in it every now and then, but damn, is it fun. It is Dolphin Blue. The work this guy put into this CD is amazing. It did take a little bit to get it. The guy is in the, I think, UK. It did take a little bit to get it because you can see it has the PAL colors here. He's got the back art, which is extremely good. What does the attention say? Who the hell knows? I don't know. I can't read that. It's foreign language. He also has... I'm not going to show you the disc quite yet. It also comes with a little bit of a manual in there. He actually puts a manual inside of it. It's only 2 pages, back and front cover. But the disc, the work this guy did with the disc. I don't know if he has a machine press going or if it's one hell of a... I mean, if it's a sticker, I cannot feel where it begins or ends. Look at that CD. And right there is the Atmoswave. But look at that CD, though. Holy cow. That is some work. That is damn beautiful. Look at the inside artwork that he did, too. Look at that. I don't know if he did that himself. Let me get my finger out of the way. I don't know if he does that himself, if he grabs assets from the actual arcade game that were there. Frankly, I don't care. This is beautiful. All right. The next one comes from a guy that I buy a lot of reproduction games from. A lot of enhanced versions of games. But the game I bought from him is a game I've been after. It is Captain America and the Avengers. Now, this is an enhanced edition of the game. It is supposed to have sharper color. The box-wise is just insane. Looks really good. Now, when you buy this from him, you get just the box and the game cart, no manual. Some of his games come with manual, some do not. If you get a manual with the game, it's going to cost you a little bit more. And that. But this game, if you decide to buy it from him, and I'll have a link for his store in my description. It's Retro Gamers and Backups. I think I said that name right. But this game, you can actually pick what color you want the cartridge. That's insane. I went with blue. I don't think there was anything extra on the blue cart. But you can get it in blue, pink, black, I mean, you name it, he's got colors for it. But Captain America and the Avengers Enhanced Edition. It's well worth the money. The guy does extremely well work. All right, now for the last game, the last reproduction game I picked up. Came from the same guy still. And that is a game that is way too expensive to buy, by the way. If you want the real thing. That is Shining Force. Look at how nice that is. Now, one thing that I found that I loved on this one, which might not show up here, but that blue. Granted, I believe the side label is supposed to be a bit longer, but don't care. But that blue on the side, God, I love that dark blue. It stands out when I put it up with my other Sega CD games down there. It stands out. Then you got the back, naturally. It is hard to, like, avoid the glare from my other stuff out here. Like I said, it does have, let's take the manual out here. The manual's on really nice thick paper, so that's good. Looks really good. Inside looks really nice. You have no complaints about this. The game works like a charm too, by the way. Look at that CD. That CD is pretty good. Oh, and he did say he puts, and I'm fine with this, by the way. We'll see if I can get it in the shot or not. He does put down really low in the corner down there, which I don't think it's going to show up. It says reproduction down in here. On his shots, he showed that he used to put it up here. But he has it written down here in like the legal stuff area. But yeah, the game is beautiful. This guy is well worth buying from. He does extremely great work. Now, from the reproduction guy here that does this one, and a Captain America Avengers, it could take you a little bit to get that game. Anything you buy from him. He does work a full-time job. This much I know because I've contacted him directly through emails, finding out how things went when I ordered the first game from him. He does work a full-time job. His full-time job is putting a lot of hours on him. He usually tries to work on these things on the weekend, he said, when he is off, and it's usually late at night. So if you order from him and it seems to be taking a while, be patient. I actually think I ordered these in April, and I don't think I got them until May. I had no problem waiting. He even sent out the email saying that he shipped them. That took a while for anything to even show that it was moving. So just be patient with the gentleman if you order from him. You know, he does work a full-time job. Sounds like he's a husband. I don't know if he's a father or not. But you'll get your stuff from him, so don't worry if you order from him. You will get it. And the work he does is well worth it. He doesn't just do Genesis and Sega CD. He does a bunch of other games too. So, I do want to thank you for watching, if you watched the whole thing. Other than that, that was my games of May. I've already started buying the games for June. Yeah. Start buying the games for June, so those are on their way. But I do thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.